Hey, we got Scott here this morning to talk about the new comics that are coming out this week. We're going to start over here with DC. We've got the second printing of the first issue of Batman: The Adventures Continue, continuing, the Batman the Animated Series cartoon show, and now in comic book form. Got Batman and the Outsiders number 16. A new death metal one-shot, Trinity Crisis. The new death metal versions of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman have to team up with three of the most powerful and evil characters in the DCU to maybe stop the Batman Who Laughs, the Anti-Monitor, Superman Prime, and Darkseid. So that should prove, and I've got a fair few of those. We got Flash 761, continuing this Zoom story. Green Lantern Season 2, number 7. Giving me, probably I think it's going back to like Hal Jordan's time as the Spectre a little bit. It's evocative of that. Justice League Odyssey number 24. I got Nightwing 74 as part of the Joker War event going on in the Batman family of titles. Got this extra supersized version of Superman. It's number 25. I think it's supposed to be one of the big crescendos of Bendis's tenure on the Man of Steel. Wonder Woman 762. Continuing the new run on Wonder Woman. And then we got Joker and Harley, Criminal Sanity number 5. I believe there's only a couple issues of this left. But this is a great big oversized, the premier Black Label type stuff. And then we'll go over to Marvel here. We've got the new Ultraman series. So it's Japan's biggest hero. He's coming to Marvel. And this is really exciting. One of the writers on it runs a Power Rangers podcast. So he's kind of really into these Super Sentai series. I'm very excited to check this out. This is also it's a double-sized issue, so it's a little bit more expensive, but I'm very interested in checking this one out personally. Speaking of another book I'm personally interested in, the new run on Spider-Man. We're building up to issue 50, which I believe is also 850 of Amazing Spider-Man. So the story that they've been building up since the beginning of this run is full swing now, no pun intended. We got the first post-Empire series now, Avengers Empire Aftermath. So we get to see what's been going on, following up with the Avengers characters now the Aftermath, or Empire rather, is over. Speaking of tie-ins to Empire, we got Captain Marvel number 21. More Empire. This is the Fantastic Four Fallout. And then finally, Outlawed came out right before quarantine started. So we're finally getting Miss Marvel issue that follows up on that. Because if you haven't read that, spoilers, there's a big accident that affects her, and it causes all of these young vigilante superheroes to become outlawed, as it were. We're almost at our 10 of Swords. So we've got Marauders, kind of. This issue's starting to, I believe these things say road to or path to 10 of Swords. I don't think they literally say they have any much to do with it inside the books, because their next issues are part of X of Swords. Got the last issue of Ravencroft. I believe this is also the last issue of The Black Cat Strikes, the second follow-up to the PlayStation Spider-Man game. Star number 5, the evil Captain Marvel. Web of Venom Wraith. I know this is tying into the Null, the Red King stuff that's coming up in a month or two. X Factor, just like, actually this doesn't have the Ten of Swords trade dress on it, but I know the next issue of it is going to be part of Ten of Swords. X-Force, yes, this one has the Ten of Swords trade dress, but again, the next issue of it is going to be part of it proper. I think that's it for Marvel right now, so we're going to move over to the non-Marvel and DC stuff. Cyberpunk 2077 has a comic book that starts today. So if you've been anticipating that game, you can start experiencing the world now. In case you haven't seen the new Bill and Ted movie, there is a comic series that starts today that bridges the gap between Bogus Adventure and oh my god, I'm completely blanking on what the new Bill and Ted movie is, but they're back. It might even be called Bill and Ted Are Back. That would have been a good one. Death to Army of Darkness, Ice Cream Man, the Quarantine Comic Special. So they did a bunch of online comics for Ice Cream Man while everyone was under quarantine. So now they've just brought them here in printed form. But it's a very popular series. Reaver number 11. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, but the monsters are the heroes. It's a very cool series. From Boom, we got Red Mother. This next second to last issue of Resistance. J. Michael Straczynski's hot new creator-owned title. I was speaking of hot titles. We got Something's Killing the Children number 10. Transformers Galaxies. Second issue of the Vampire the Masquerade. I know the first issue had some of the RPG stuff in the back. I don't know. Yeah, this one has stuff too. So you can keep playing as the new characters and stuff in the RPG proper. Always love it when they do stuff like that. I got Wind number 2. We got the second printing. The first printing was kind of lost in the mists of COVID months ago. But we were able to get, the issue number 2 in now. So that way if you missed out on it, you can still get it. We've started getting variants. We only got one variant this week. This month starts the Marvel Timeless Alex Ross covers. This is the Empire Fantastic Four Fallout. It's got Namor on it, so that is available and you can buy it right now. And then last but not least, we've got graphic novels. And we've got a pretty huge stack of them this week. Got Firefly, New Sheriff in the Verse, the most recent story arc in Boom's Firefly series. For kids, we got Bun Bun and Bon Bon. It looks really cute. Obviously, one's a bunny and one's a bonbon. The comic book adaptation of Roald Dahl's The Witches. You probably know Roald Dahl best for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and James and the Giant Peach. This is another kids book he's made, but now it's come out here in comic book form. We got a couple volumes of that. The most recent, Phoebe and Her Unicorn Adventure, the virtual unicorn experience. It's always a good one. The most recent, today's installment of Dogman, Volume 9, Grime and Punishment. We've got a couple volumes of that. But the creator of Captain Underpants, this is his current series. It's very popular. So if you want to get on that, get on that. Got the new comic adaptation of The Babysitters Club. We got Owly. Some manga. We've got Dungeon Builder. Oh god, these crazy titles. The Demon's King's Labyrinth is a Modern City, Volume 2. We've got Saint Seiya Show. The New King of Fighters, A New Beginning. Eden Zero, Volume 9. Let's see, we've got Ghost Rider, Volume 2. Heart of Darkness 2. I got the Outer Darkness True crossover in graphic novel form. Death or Glory, Volume 2. Oh, these ones are upside down a little bit. Got the newest volume of Sun and Moon, Splatoon. And then from Joe Hill, creator of Lock and Key, he's had a whole bunch of horror books that he's been overseeing at DC. This is the first one coming out in the collected form. Basket full of heads. So if you're into horror series, this is a good one to pick up. And then we got Detective Comics. This one takes place with Detective Comics 1000 onward. It introduced the Arkham Knight to the DC universe proper. So if you were interested in how they changed that, because I know it's a very different... I know it's not the same character as the Arkham Knight. So if you want to check that out, that is now available today. And that'll do it for us for September 9th, 2020. If you'd like to check out these or any other great titles, check out our web store, levelupentertainment.com. And so until next time, be safe.